Have you ever wondered what it feels like to have wings, yet never fly? To be born with the sky in your soul, but live your whole life behind bars? This is the story of a bird. Not just any bird, but one that symbolizes so many of us. A bird whose cage was never opened. Not because it couldn't be, but because no one ever thought to do it. In a quiet house nestled at the end of a sleepy street lived an old man named Elias. He wasn't famous. He didn't have much, but he had something precious, a small yellow canary, bright as morning sunlight, that he kept in a beautiful brass cage by the window. To anyone passing by, the bird seemed happy. It chirped sweet songs every morning. Its feathers were always clean. It had food, water, and shelter, everything it needed, except the one thing it was born for: freedom. Elias had bought the bird when his wife passed away. The silence of the house had become unbearable, so the bird filled it with music. He loved it dearly, talked to it every day, even called it Little Soul. But not once, not in 10 whole years, did he ever open the cage. Not because he was cruel, but because he was afraid. "What if it flies away and never comes back?" he used to say. "What if something out there hurts it?" And so the cage stayed shut, and the bird stayed inside. But what Elias never noticed was how the bird had slowly stopped singing. At first, the melodies just got shorter, then quieter, then one day, silence. The bird sat still for hours, barely moving. It no longer fluttered with excitement when Elias walked in. It no longer looked out the window with curiosity. It just existed, as if its spirit had folded in on itself. Elias took it to the vet. He cleaned the cage, changed the food, played soft music in the room, but nothing helped. Then one evening, as the sun was setting and casting golden light on the bird's little face, Elias sat beside it and whispered, "Are you lonely, little soul? Do you miss the wind?" Something in that moment broke him. He realized the bird wasn't dying from sickness. It was dying from never living. With trembling hands, Elias reached out, and for the first time in 10 years, he unlocked the cage. The bird didn't move at first. It looked at the open door, then at Elias, then back at the door. Seconds passed like hours. And then, with one quiet flutter, it stepped out. It didn't fly. Not yet. It just perched on the edge, blinking, as if trying to remember what freedom felt like. Elias sat back, tears in his eyes. "Go on, little soul," he whispered. "The sky is yours." The bird spread its wings, hesitant, shaky, uncertain, and then it flew. Not far, just a gentle glide across the room, but in that moment, it sang. It was faint, fragile, but it was a song. For the first time in years, Elias smiled not out of habit, but from something deeper. The bird had found its voice again, because someone had finally believed it deserved to be free. The next morning, the bird was gone. The window had been left open, and it had taken its chance. Elias stood there, both heartbroken and whole. He whispered into the empty cage, "Thank you for teaching me what love really means." Because sometimes, love is not about keeping someone close. Sometimes, love is opening the door, even if it means letting go. So many of us live like that bird. We sing behind bars, convincing ourselves we're happy. We accept cages built from fear, doubt, expectations, or routine. But what if the door was always open and we just never tried? What if the thing we fear most, losing control, getting hurt, failing, is the very thing that sets us free? Freedom doesn't always mean grand gestures or running away. Sometimes it's as simple as giving ourselves permission to dream again, to try, to hope. So I ask you now, what's your cage? And are you ready to open the door? If this story touched your heart, take a moment to reflect. Share your thoughts in the comments. Maybe you've lived a similar story, or maybe you know someone who has. Like this video if you believe in second chances, and subscribe for more true stories that remind us of what really matters. May your days be filled with courage. May your heart always dare to fly. And if you ever forget, remember the bird and the cage that was finally opened. Peace be upon you.